I drank clove water for 7 days. I was not ready for what happened to my body. Initially, there was a strong sense of disappointment. After reading numerous articles and hearing the promised benefits of clove water, improved digestion, increased energy, reduced inflammation, and clearer skin, I was prepared to give up after just 2 days. I had meticulously followed the instructions, using 2 cloves steeped in hot water for 5 minutes and drinking it on an empty stomach. However, I experienced none of the anticipated results. There was no surge of energy, no relief from bloating, just warm, slightly spiced water that made me question the entire endeavor. It felt like another overhyped natural remedy that simply didn't deliver on its claims, and I was ready to abandon it. My decision to continue, however, fundamentally changed my understanding of my own body. Before detailing the actual progression over the following 7 days, it's crucial to understand that preparing clove water isn't a trivial kitchen experiment. When made incorrectly, with too strong a concentration, too frequently, or at the wrong time, it can lead to stomach irritation, acid reflux, and even worsen digestive issues. This is precisely why many individuals try it, experience negative effects or nothing at all, and then dismiss the remedy as useless. The issue, however, isn't the clove water itself, but rather the method of preparation and consumption. This isn't a tale of a miracle cure. I won't claim that clove water eradicated a disease, reversed aging, or transformed my life overnight. This is not a fabricated story of a detox or an unrealistic before and after transformation. Instead, this is an honest, day-by-day account of the physiological changes that occurred within my body as a result of using clove water correctly, consistently, patiently, and intelligently for 7 consecutive days. There will be no exaggeration or hype, only the factual, physiological reality. Please stay with me until the end, as Day 5 marked a significant turning point, a shift I did not anticipate. I will also share the precise, safe recipe that was the key differentiator between failure and genuine, noticeable benefits. My initial motivation for trying clove water stemmed from a common experience, particularly for those over 40 and certainly over 50. I had come to accept a certain level of physical discomfort as a normal part of life. This included heavy digestion that lingered for hours after meals, a persistent lack of energy that even excessive coffee couldn't overcome, and bloating that left me feeling puffy and sluggish, especially by evening. My mornings often felt like dragging myself through thick mud. There were no acute symptoms or diagnosed illnesses, just a gradual, quiet decline in how my body felt on a daily basis. I had mistakenly assumed this was simply the unavoidable process of aging, something to be managed rather than resolved. What sets clove water apart is the potent nature of cloves. They are far more than just a simple spice. They are exceptionally concentrated sources of bioactive compounds found in the plant kingdom. The primary active compound is eugenol, a powerful agent known for its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Beyond eugenol, cloves also provide significant amounts of manganese, fiber, vitamins, and other antioxidants. When cloves are consumed whole or ground, the body receives an intense and rapid influx of these compounds, which can be overwhelming for a sensitive digestive system. However, when infused in water using the correct method, the extraction process is slower, gentler, and more balanced. This allows the beneficial compounds to enter the bloodstream gradually without causing a shock to the system or overloading the stomach lining and liver. Consequently, the preparation method and timing of clove water consumption are not minor details. They are the absolute determinants of whether the outcome is irritation or genuine healing. Before I reveal the exact physiological changes I experienced over the 7 days, a brief pause is necessary. the vast majority of viewers are not currently subscribed. If you are interested in real, evidence-based experiments rather than empty promises, please consider subscribing to help us reach our goal. Your subscription and likes are instrumental in making this content possible. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the daily breakdown. Days 1 and 2 were marked by complete disappointment. The initial 2 days were entirely uneventful. I prepared my clove water precisely as I had read on numerous wellness blogs. 2 whole cloves steeped in hot water for 5 minutes, consumed on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. I waited for some noticeable effect, but nothing happened. There was no sudden energy boost, no immediate digestive relief, no increased mental clarity, just warm, slightly spicy water. I felt absolutely nothing. And, like many others, I was on the verge of quitting. The internet is often filled with stories of miraculous day 1 transformations, and when such immediate results don't materialize, people often assume failure. However, the human body does not operate on the timelines presented online. By days 3 and 4, the first subtle signals began to emerge. Around the 3rd morning, I noticed a slight but distinct change. The bloating that I typically experienced after breakfast was noticeably reduced, though not entirely gone. My stomach felt lighter and less distended. By day 4, my bowel movements, which had previously been irregular and often incomplete, became smoother and more predictable. There were no dramatic events or sudden internal cleansing, just a quiet yet discernible improvement in basic bodily functions. Something was indeed happening internally. Slowly and patiently, the beneficial compounds were accumulating, the gut environment was shifting, and my body was beginning to respond positively. Day 5 proved to be the turning point. I woke up on the 5th day with an immediate awareness that something was different. The usual morning grogginess was absent, and my mind felt clear, free from the usual fogginess. My stomach was flat, not due to dehydration, but from a genuine lack of distension. I wasn't experiencing an artificial buzz of energy. I was simply awake and present. While it wasn't a dramatic, life-altering transformation, it was undeniably real. This was the moment I truly understood. Clove water wasn't designed to provide a sudden, dramatic overhaul. Instead, it was subtly and consistently optimizing bodily systems that had been underperforming for years, which, in the long run, proved to be far more valuable. By days 6 and 7, the full picture of the cumulative effects became apparent. By the end of the week, the benefits had compounded. My digestion was consistently smooth. Meals that once felt heavy and lingered for hours were now processed and eliminated efficiently. My cravings for sugar and refined carbohydrates had significantly decreased, indicating improved blood sugar regulation and a healthier gut microbiome. The low-grade joint stiffness I had accepted as a normal part of aging, particularly in my hands and knees, had noticeably reduced. Furthermore, my sleep improved. I fell asleep faster and experienced fewer awakenings during the night. For the first time in years, my body felt balanced, not perfect or superhuman, but closer to its intended optimal state of function. Translating these subjective feelings into physiological realities, it appears that the consistent and correct use of clove water supported several key bodily systems simultaneously. Firstly, the antimicrobial properties of eugenol likely helped to reduce the population of potentially harmful bacteria in the gut, allowing beneficial species to flourish. This shift alone can significantly decrease gas, bloating, and overall systemic inflammation. Secondly, cloves are believed to stimulate bile flow from the gallbladder, which acts as a natural lubricant and mild laxative, improving stool transit and consistency. Thirdly, the anti-inflammatory effects of eugenol likely soothed low-grade systemic inflammation, a contributor to joint pain, brain fog, and a sluggish metabolism. Finally, the antioxidants present in cloves may have supported liver enzyme function, assisting the body's natural detoxification processes. When these systems improve in concert, the entire body responds, not instantaneously, but over time. It's imperative to include a crucial warning. Clove water is not suitable for everyone. Individuals experiencing active stomach ulcers, severe acid reflux, GERD, or a history of gastritis should avoid it, as the stimulating properties of cloves can exacerbate symptoms and impede healing. Furthermore, those on prescription blood-thinning medications, such as warfarin or clopidogrel, or those taking high-dose daily aspirin, should be cautious, as cloves can enhance the anticoagulant effect, increasing the risk of bleeding. If you have a known allergy to spices within the myrtle family, which includes cloves, allspice, and eucalyptus, you must avoid it altogether. The term natural does not automatically equate to safety for every individual in every circumstance. This caution is offered not to induce fear, but to ensure that this remedy is used wisely, or avoided entirely if it does not align with your specific health profile. The exact safe recipe that proved effective for me is what many are seeking. After days of trial and error, this precise method yielded consistent, gentle benefits without any adverse effects. For the correct clove water recipe, you will need 2 whole dried cloves, not ground, and no more than 2. You'll also need 1 cup of hot water, heated just below boiling point, approximately 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 93 degrees Celsius. The method involves placing the 2 whole cloves into a mug. Then, pour the hot water over them. Crucially, immediately cover the mug with a small plate or lid. This step is non-negotiable as it prevents the volatile oils from evaporating. Allow the mixture to steep for precisely 10 minutes, not 5 and not 15. This 10-minute window is optimal for extracting the beneficial compounds without releasing an excess of essential oils that can irritate the stomach. After steeping, remove the cloves or strain the liquid. Finally, drink the warm liquid slowly, sipping over a period of 5 to 10 minutes. Regarding timing, it's recommended to drink this 1 hour after your evening meal, rather than immediately before bed. This allows the compounds to work during the body's overnight repair processes without interfering with sleep or conflicting with the digestion of food. As for frequency, consume it 3 to 4 times per week, not daily. Continuous daily use of potent botanicals can lead to desensitization or cumulative effects. Alternating usage, such as every other day or a few times weekly, helps prevent tolerance and allows the body to reset. The most common mistake people make with clove water falls into 3 predictable categories. Firstly, they use too many cloves. Using 3, 4, or even 5 cloves per cup creates an overly concentrated and irritating brew. 2 cloves are the maximum for gentle and sustainable use. Secondly, individuals often drink it on a completely empty stomach, which can lead to a sharp, unpleasant spike in gastric acid, potentially causing heartburn or nausea. Thirdly, the expectation of instant results leads to quitting when a dramatic detox doesn't occur within 24 hours. This impatience is a significant barrier to all forms of physiological healing. The body responds to consistency and patience, not intensity. Based on my experience and available research, this preparation is most beneficial for individuals over 50 who experience slow, sluggish digestion, where food feels like it sits in the stomach for extended periods. It is also helpful for those with persistent bloating and gas, especially after meals, low energy levels that are unresponsive to caffeine, frequent mild illnesses or slow recovery from colds, and generalized low-grade inflammation manifesting as joint stiffness or muscle aches. If these symptoms resonate with you, trying clove water correctly, patiently, and with the proper method is well worth considering. It's important to be absolutely clear about the limitations of clove water. It did not cure any diseases, nor did it replace my prescribed medications for blood pressure or cholesterol. I am not suggesting that anyone discontinue their medical treatments. It did not magically detoxify my liver in a dramatic fashion, nor did it rectify years of poor diet or sedentary habits within a single week. What it did do was support my body's existing systems, helping them function closer to their optimal capacity. This honest truth is more valuable than any exaggerated claim because it establishes realistic expectations and fosters sustainable trust. My challenge to you is this. If you recognize yourself in this narrative, if you have accepted sluggish digestion, low energy, and mild discomfort as normal signs of aging, I invite you to try this experiment. Not indefinitely, but for just 7 days. Employ the exact recipe, the precise timing, and the recommended frequency. Observe how your body responds, not with the expectation of miracles, but with genuine curiosity about what subtle shifts might occur over time. Afterward, please return to this video and share your experiences in the comments. Now, I would like to hear from you. Would you consider trying clove water? Please answer with a simple yes or no in the comments below. Your response helps build a community of individuals who are tired of guesswork and are seeking what truly works. If you value straightforward, honest, science-backed health habits that deliver tangible results practiced correctly without hype or exaggeration, then please subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button if this video has provided you with something meaningful to consider, and share it with someone over 50 who needs to understand that small, consistently applied changes can lead to significant improvements. Because this is the truth I almost overlooked. Small habits, implemented correctly and consistently, are the foundation of real, lasting change. It's not about dramatic overnight transformations, but about the quiet, cumulative effects of daily decisions made with intelligence and patience.